Okay. It is our Changing Tides team call, April 26th, Tuesday night. I just want to talk about Summit really quick because actually this is perfect too, because both of you are like in the midst of planning and hopefully coming. So that's awesome. It appears as though everybody is getting off the wait list, which is really exciting. And not only that, but everybody's getting the $195 ticket price. It was even people that signed up in like the $245 window will get that price, which is really cool. I think that might have happened to me because I swear I registered for the more expensive ticket because I was like past the window, but I don't know. It was awesome. I only had to pay the $195. And so that's exciting. I think you have like 168 hours or something weird like that to register once you get the email, which is I think a whole week. So you have plenty of time to figure it out once you get off the wait list and decide if you can do it or not. Once you register, you're going to get an email immediately after about registering for your track. I've never been to a summit, so all of this is really new to me and I'm figuring it out, but I think I've read enough today that it all makes sense as much as possible. So there are different tracks because there are so many coaches. And so to kind of split it up in a way that is best function for everybody and that everyone's not slammed in the same building the whole time, they created a blue track and a silver track. And within the blue and silver are like smaller tracks, so different halls, I guess. And basically it just represents like the different speakers you're going to listen to, the different events and rooms you're going to attend during the time you're there. Everybody on Fit and Fierce is trying to get into Silver Track Hall C, and it sold out. That's the only one, like immediately, or filled up because you don't have to buy it, but filled up. That is where Megan and Carrie are speaking. Now, and I shouldn't say this on the record, but apparently they've never been good at keeping track of who's on what track. So most people can just kind of go where they want and sneak into wherever they want. And so the plan is that we all register on the Silver Track Grand Ballroom instead of Hall C. And so at least you'll have the silver wristband. So we're hoping we can all just sneak into Megan and Carrie's event. So that's the big plan. If not, it's still a pretty good track. Summer Tucker, who is their upline, will be speaking at that track or that Grand Ballroom. So that works anyway if we can't. And since that's the backup plan, there will be a ton of Fit and Fierce coaches in that track also. So that works. Workouts. You're allowed to pick one workout while you're there for the weekend, not including the like super workout on Saturday. So it's like one extra workout with a celebrity trainer. Here's the unfortunate part of that. Thursday, and this is unfortunate but very fortunate, Fit and Fierce is hosting a huge team party on Thursday. They're renting out like an entire massive saloon, like I think on Broad Street, for the party. It's very expensive, a huge, like they've been working a lot on this. And it's going to have over, I think 150 of us coaches from Fit and Fierce. It's going to be crazy and awesome. And they're putting a lot of work into it. And it's at 3 o'clock on Thursday. The reason it's unfortunate is that interferes with a lot of the celebrity workouts that you can pick from. So I think they're all at 2 p.m. Thursday and 5 p.m. Thursday, which really just doesn't work out for the party at 3 either way. Unless you want to do it at 2 and go to the party really sweaty, which I don't want to. So that's a little bit of a bummer. And I would say it doesn't matter much because Friday there are 4 other workouts you can choose from, but all of them but one are filled up. And it's with Jerica and Joel. They are celebrity trainers. They're on Beachbody On Demand. They just don't represent one of the big programs like Insanity or P90X or T25. They're not like a Shaun T or Autumn yet. but they're really great. And I've heard that on the cruise, their workouts were amazing. So that's 6 a.m. All the ones on Friday were 6 a.m. Apparently most people party Thursday and don't make their workouts. So maybe it won't matter anyway. But yeah, so things just to keep an eye out are the party, picking your track, picking your workout, at least select as much as possible when you register, because things are just filling up, and at least you'll be on a track, because unfortunately other ones won't reopen because you're not allowed to switch once you register. One more thing is Fit and Fierce is doing a pre-summit speaking event Thursday, right before the team call from 10 to 2. So summit like technically starts Friday, is when all of like the training and the workouts and all the recognition events and stuff like that starts. Thursday from 10 to 2, Megan and Carrie are doing a speaking event downtown. That is a totally separate event, and so I will post it in our page. It's also in like the Summit Goers page, which you guys are both in now. And you have to buy tickets for it. I think it's like $35, which isn't bad. But so it's that, and then immediately following at 3 o'clock will be the party. So yeah. To anyone watching the recording, if you get off that wait list and you register, get in the Summit Goers group. There are so many people posting about roommates. A lot of people have rooms or apartments or condos, suites, and they're looking for more roommates. It's going to be a really great way to get your like hotel costs and stuff cheaper and to just room with people. I think I'm rooming with Megan, so I'm not positive yet on what I'm doing. And then people are talking about flights and what events they're going to, and it's just kind of a good space to get a feel for what's going on Summit weekend. Just so you know, that super workout, every single coach is invited to it. It's going to be with one to two celebrity trainers. It's on Broad Street, so it's kind of crazy looking if you've ever seen the picture. It's tens of thousands of Beachbody coaches working out on that downtown strip of Nashville. So it's early. I think it's like 6 a.m. Saturday morning, but I've heard it's pretty cool. Okay, that's Summit. That is Summit everything done. I don't know if you saw Carl, the CEO of Beachbody, went live yesterday and announced that every day this week they're giving away $500 to somebody who sells a challenge pack the day before, which is kind of cool. So if you sold a challenge pack yesterday, you were just immediately or automatically entered into the drawing, and today they picked somebody random. It could be someone who buys a challenge pack or a coach that signs up with a challenge pack. That all qualifies. So something to, a little bit of extra incentive in the last week of April to hit Success Club. You could win. The girl who won today was just an Emerald coach. Very new, just starting, and sold a challenge pack yesterday. And yeah, there you go. She got $500. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Before I keep going, any questions or comments? Okay. Leadership retreat. I just want to, hang on 1 second. I just want to explain for those who don't know what it is, because I got a lot of messages of people thinking it was like Beachbody that put it on. So Megan and Carrie actually put on the leadership retreat for all the leaders in Fit and Fierce. There was a qualification time, and there were certain qualifications you had to meet to make it. It was, I'm trying to remember exactly, but it was something like by December 31st of 2015, you had to be diamond with 4 emeralds, and you had to have a certain amount of Success Club points for the year. And they announced that in like June. So you had pretty much 6 months to get to where you wanted to be. It was really cool for me because I really started to pick up my coaching in November. And I set a deadline for myself to hit diamond and have those qualifications met by December 31st to make this retreat. Like that was my motivation. I needed something. I needed like a timeline and a reason to go to diamond. I had been at emerald for a year and a half, and I needed something specific to push me to get to that next level. And that was it. And it was, I can tell you after being there this weekend, it was 100% worth it. It was really, really inspiring. Anyway, Megan and Carrie put this event on, and they are pretty incredible. They pay for everything. They pay for the rental. They paid to have food catered the entire time, alcohol. They paid for our headshots. It was really incredible what they did for their leaders. And that includes you guys. So you're all in the Fit and Fierce downline. So if they do this next year again, which I'm assuming they will, and if they continue to include the entire downline, then you will, just push yourself to meet these certain qualifications, which I'm sure they'll talk about here pretty soon, so you have time, and make it a goal to be there next year. And you'll get to meet all these cool people on the team. So that was neat. It's like through Facebook and commenting on each other's posts and just seeing each other's posts on Changing Tides page and Fit and Fierce page, we get to know our teammates a little bit. And then in team calls like this, we get to know our teammates a little bit more. And then when you attend events like Summit, Super Saturday, the retreat, you get to know your teammates a whole lot more. And it just makes everything seem so much more tangible. Like you do this and you plug away on this and you work hard on your own, in your house, in your workspace, every day. And you're thinking about it, and you're thinking about ways to build, and you're thinking about what you want your business model to look like. And it can feel very lonely, and it can feel exhausting and difficult. And then when you come to these things like a retreat, it just starts to feel so much more tangible. Like, oh, these are the people that I've been talking to. These are my fellow leaders. These are the people who are also building their business around me. And you can actually sit down with them and learn what they're doing, like figure out how they've gotten to where they are. I mean, I'm diamond, but a lot of them are star diamonds, and they've produced diamonds themselves. And so it's interesting to see how they do their power hour, what their life looks like, what their day looks like, how they manage their time. A lot of these women work full-time, 40 hours a week, and they're moms. And it's incredible to see that they've been able to become leaders. I keep telling people, I've talked to a lot of people in the last couple of days, like that I've wanted to join my coaching team, but they give me the I don't have any time objection. And I've been able to tell them that after this weekend, I'm like, what's crazy? These people who also feel like they have no time, not only have signed up as coaches, taken the jump, like decided to try it, but they've invested enough time in their business with all this other stuff in their life going on to make it to leadership level. And I thought that was really cool and really inspirational. And I'm just worried about grad school in a way. I don't want my business to take like a huge time constraint hit, I guess. And so it was nice to get a lot of advice and tips from them on how to devote a lot of time still to the business while you're really busy in other ways. And that was good. A lot of personal development and voice messages on long car rides is what they recommended. Just leaving a lot of voice messages to a lot of people while you're driving. So that was cool. I walked away from the retreat with a lot of takeaways, and Fit and Fierce call last night was all about that. They had a lot of the leaders from the retreat talk about their takeaways from the weekend. I'd have to say one of my biggest ones was having more energy and a better vision for what I wanted things to look like. I feel like April was really tough in good ways. I got into grad school. I've had a lot of great things going on, but my business has taken a hit. I just haven't devoted the time and energy to you guys and to talking to new people and reaching out to new people. I just haven't. And I can see that falling. I mean, we've fallen in rank from 200 to 278. And at this point, there are no Changing Tides coaches on our team that have hit Success Club this month. And so I can tell when my energy level is low and my interest is low that it reflects on you guys, and it makes it harder for you guys to keep your energy and interest level high. And I get that. And so I walked away with like a totally like new energy, new excitement, like new passion for everything. And I'm really excited about that. And I hope that we can really pick things up in the last week of April with like a full head of steam and kick butt. I also walked away remembering how important the second vital behavior is, which is being a product of the product. I drink my shake every day, but I'd be lying if I said I've been strict on a Beachbody program. I follow them here and there. Maybe I'll do hammer and chisel one day, or maybe I'll run or do hot yoga, but I have not been the coach that is like, all right, I'm going to do this program. I'm going to follow it for 30 to 60 days, and I'm going to show people that it works. I've never really done that. And I think it reminded me how important it is to do that. I woke up every single morning at like 6 or 6:30 in the morning because fellow coaches were training on the roof above my room, working out to a program that they were all following together. Every morning, every single room was filled with coaches working out. And then they all went and drank their shake. And then they all went and posted on their page and they did a power hour. And I was like, man, this is what you got to do. You got to live it. You have to live it, and you have to show other people you're living it to show people what it's all about. Being a product of the product is really, really important. And so on a whim yesterday, I bought Insanity Max 30 because I've done so many sneak peeks and I've just loved it. And I don't know why it took me so long. But I finished day 2 of Insanity Max 30, and I plan to do it for 30 days. And I am going to be a product of the product, and I'm going to practice my vital behavior number 2. And I'm going to stay on that program and stay strong to it because other people need to see me doing it. And then that's what the business is all about. This is my job. It's what I work for. It's who I work for. And being a product of the product is really, really important. Do you guys know what the 4 vital behaviors are?
Inviting, Shakeology, personal development, and workouts.
That's really, really good.
Yeah.
And super close. So inviting is number 1. Number 2 is it's workouts and Shakeology. So it's the product of the product. Mm-hmm. Number 3 is personal development. And number 4 is recognition. They just created number 4 in the last couple of months. They started realizing how important recognition was, which is, shouting people out on the team page. It's giving Success Club prizes. It's rank advancement prizes. It's recognizing when people are doing something good. It's even as simple as you see on someone's fitness page that they posted something and you were like, man, that's a really good post. And you recognize that. And you maybe shout that out on the team page. Recognition is so important because we live in a world where we work online with one another and you never really know if you're doing it right or what caught somebody's attention or what's good. And recognition, they realized, was really, really important. And I completely agree. And I'm glad that that's become like the 4th vital behavior. I think it was very smart. I did want to say one thing. This is kind of funny. I learned some interesting things over the weekend. Just about being harder on your coaches. Like some people, everyone's so different in the way that they coach. And I learned that Melanie Mitro, who's the number 1 coach, and she's been the number 1 coach for the last 2 years. Now her recruitment's insane. Like she recruits an unbelievable amount of coaches every month, which is just like, it blows my mind. But in order to even get a call with her, you have to hit Success Club. Like she won't even talk to you until you hit Success Club. Imagine being someone that doesn't know her personally, just found her online, signs up as a coach, and they're like, oh my God, I can't even talk to this person until I get Success Club. Like the amount of training that they're lacking and, just like personal contact that they're lacking is crazy. But she's producing huge leaders. So it's like, I keep thinking, how is that right? Like, how is that working? And I don't know if it's maybe she's recruiting so many people that some are bound to just pick it up on their own and figure it out and be successful, or if being tough and being a tough, not tough coach, but kind of creating those like restrictions and limitations is more motivating to people. I don't know. It kind of blew my mind, but it just made me appreciate that I have Megan as a coach who does these team calls every single Monday night. People pay her and offer her things to come and guest speak on her team calls, and we have her every Monday. And I think it's just a huge resource and pretty cool. Sarah, I love watching you.
Sorry, trying to entertain her.
It's so cute. I really want to become my goal by the end of the year is to be a 5-star coach. And I have reasons for that other than just me being recognized and me feeling good about it.
Pat, Mr. Cat. Pat. Good job. Anela, you're coming to Summit even though you live in Hawaii?
I'm trying to.
That's so cool. That's awesome.
I need to figure out the plane ticket still yet. I found one, but I have like these 4-hour layovers, so.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
I need to keep looking.
My dog is so annoying. It's one of the two. The other one doesn't bark ever in his life, and one of them just won't stop. So, anyway, I was just saying that there are other reasons I really want to get 5-star other than just like being a 5-star diamond coach and like the fun stuff that comes with that personally. As you guys, the same thing for your coaches, advance and rank, the more we can do for you. Like Megan wouldn't be able to put on these leadership retreats if she didn't hit that 15-star bonus. The bonus is what pays for the retreats. Things like that are really important in order to provide the fun stuff for your coaches. So, with like the 5-star bonus, I could do more. That's just part of it. I would be a little bit more important. I would have a little bit more information from corporate for you guys. So a lot of that's really exciting for me too. Hi. Hi. Okay, that's all I wanted to talk at you guys about. I feel like it was a lot, so I just totally want to open it up. Oh, I do actually have one more thing. Today, Amber and I talked. We did a Zoom call together. She's new, and she just really had questions about the online office, like a lot of basic stuff that's difficult when you're a new coach. And it was really nice to just Zoom call with her, and I encourage any of my coaches who just need time to talk one-on-one. We can talk on the phone or Zoom call. I think it was really helpful for her. I was able to just screen share my online office, and we set a preferred placement for her husband and signed him up today. All on.
That's awesome. That's a really good idea, because sometimes I feel like I don't even want to ask people to coach with me because I don't even know where I would like start them in the right direction. Like it took me so long to like figure out the website. I don't know. And I just like, I don't know. It's a little overwhelming.
The exact same way. She was like, I think I have like 5 people that are ready to sign up, but I don't want to sign them up. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. How am I going to get them?
Right. And I signed up a couple of people, and like, they haven't, I don't know. I don't know if I'm like bothering them saying, hey, do you need help? Or like, I don't know.
It's hard. It's
it is
transition hard. From like coach to being a leader. Like you're now leading and mentoring people immediately when you sign up. And that's a difficult thing, trying to figure out how to show other people to do it when you're really still learning yourself. And so I think getting on the phone and doing Zoom calls, like I'm available, and I'm leaving my children's center job in a week and a half. And so I'm going to be completely available for this, and available if your coaches want to talk with me and you in a Zoom call, you know, just to go over all of that stuff, because I'm glad Amber was so honest about it today. She was like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand this. And you just said it, but it kind of is still like, I'm still trying to figure it out. You know, like it's not easy. It's super complicated. There's a million different ways to grow your business, advance and rank, hit Success Club. Like, it's like sometimes you get lost in what's the point of Success Club?
Right.
Like, what's the point of me going to Emerald? What's the point of me pushing for Diamond? You know, why do I even want to sign other coaches up if I'm not even getting it yet? And I get that. So hopefully we can do more and more Zoom calls and work with our coaches that are quiet and in the background because they're not sure what they're doing yet and they're scared to ask. And I think that's one thing I want to do is really reach out to the coaches that are just hanging out and that are worried because they don't get it yet. And I want to make sure I can devote as much time as possible to them. Which is what still blows my mind about Melanie and how her coaches can't talk to her until they hit Success Club. I'm like, that's insane. But she has so many and she would never be able to. So that's super crazy. But, I talked to Amber. One thing I wanted to say about that was she was saying, I think I have 5 people that I could sign up as coaches by the end of May. And I was like, oh, good. So let's make you hitting Diamond rank by the end of May a goal. That's 8 coaches. That's hard. That's really hard. That's a month. That's like really difficult. But if you don't set, and this is something Doug from corporate came to our retreat for a few hours and like talked to us. And it was really awesome. But one of the things he said was if you don't aim higher, you're never going to make that mark. Like, I aimed above Diamond to hit Diamond. You're not just going to hit Diamond if you're like, oh, maybe I'll get like new coaches here and there. No, you have to aim for 15 coaches and maybe you'll fall short and you'll hit 8 coaches and you'll hit Diamond. Then there you go. You reached like the goal. But if if she aims for 5, she's not going to get 8 and hit Diamond. She's just going to settle at 5. So I think it's super important to aim higher and continue to aim higher. I'd love to hit 5-star, but if I fall short, then I hit Premier. That's 2-star. That's still great for me, and I'd be happy with that. So just aim big and just keep inviting and focusing on the vital behaviors and talking to people. And you guys, if you're hitting Success Club and you're talking to people every month, your business is going to grow. It is. If you are doing the vital behaviors and you are talking to people and you are getting outside of your comfort zone and you're getting out of your own way, your business will eventually grow. It just will. As long as you're doing those things and you're hitting those marks, like, it'd be hard for your business not to grow. So that's it. I'm sweating. It's really hot in my house. I don't know why. I'm sunburnt too from Florida. So I'm really hot. But any questions or words of encouragement for our coaches who watch the recording?
I'm not sure what to say. But I think you're a great coach and you encourage me to never give up. And sometimes, I don't know, it's tough. But I love what I do, and I love hanging out with you guys.
Weird. I hear like a bug hitting my front window right here. Oh, there it is. Okay, that kind of freaked me out. I hate when it's dark and I'm sitting in front of this big front window. I feel like someone's just going to like come up to the window and like scare me. I like wait for someone to be like, ah, and like come murder me through the glass window. And just, like tap, 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 tap. I'm like, I am going to die. I get so freaked out in my house. Like, it's just so funny. I'm such a big baby. I hate being alone. Not any good at it. Okay. Well, we'll wrap it up there and we'll do our next call next week. at 8 on Tuesday, and we'll just keep doing them. And you two definitely keep me posted on Summit and how that's all working out. I still really want to drive. I don't think Megan wants to drive, but I know other people from here that are, Jackson, go away. He's creeping. No bag. I know other people from around here that will be driving, so hopefully, anyway, hopefully we can all figure out transportation. And Anella, that's going to be a big trip, but I know other Hawaii coaches that are going to Summit. Not on our team, but on other teams that are going to be coming out there. Do you know Raimi Day?
I met her at the last Super Saturday. I just need to talk more to them.
Yeah, they're it's the Hawaii Market Council, I think. They're on Facebook, right? Like they have a group, I think.
Yeah, I'm part of the group.
Oh, okay. I would write on there and just say, hey, who's going to Summit? You guys could coordinate and, jump on the same flight together at least, like have someone to talk to that's already booked their flight, see what time they're flying in or where they're staying might be helpful information. What?
And not get lost.
Yeah, and not get lost, exactly. It'd be nice to have somebody from Hawaii fly out at the same time. I have other coaches in Hawaii too. I'm going to really try and get them to go to Summit. But I didn't go last year, so because I was in Hawaii and we had a lot going on and I just didn't want to make that trip. So I give you like a ton of credit for making the effort because it's awesome. I can't wait to go because it's going to be like a really total game changer for your business too. It'll be a lot of fun.
Are all the hotels sold out by now?
No, they're not. There's actually a lot of open rooms. And if you go, so a lot of people are talking about it on the Facebook page and a lot of people, or if you go on like the actual Coach Summit 2016 website and hit travel and lodging, they have a bunch of hotels on there too with open rooms. It said that on the post specifically, like we have rooms available. So look on the website. But a lot of teammates, like I had a bunch of leaders at Summit that were like, I have an extra room or I need a roommate. And I was like, okay. So I like tried to write down everybody that has rooms. Like there's a ton of people on our team that have like suites and stuff and apartments and condos and houses nearby that are opening it up to more roommates. So I would definitely reach out there.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to try to sign up.
Yeah. Let it work.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I'm going to stop the recording.
Alrighty.